swear to God, I never expected to come out of prison and look at the rap game and really think like, actually the rap game is a bunch of bitches. I had a nice upbringing, wasn't the worst. Was living with my mom and my brother, you know. I grew up in Copenhagen and I got Ghanaian roots, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ghana, Accra, Akosombo, Achimpoku, you know. UK, I got a lot of family in UK, so like pretty much Ghana, UK, and Denmark, Copenhagen, that's my base. So I grew up in Copenhagen. I pretty much got everything I wanted. If I wanted new clothes and stuff, I got that. But you know, then you go into your teenage years. You know, you start testing the streets and shit. I grew up in the hood, what people would pretty much define as the hood in Copenhagen. And I was watching the older guys. They were running around doing a lot of different type shit like smoking weed and stealing bicycles and stealing scooters and cars and petty shit, but again, that's what you saw, you know? So you became motivated in that way. So I started running with different people in the neighborhood. I was never the type to really want to join a gang or the type to hang in groups. I was more my own person, but I always had my OG who kind of taught me the ways of the street. Like, you gotta watch this, you gotta watch that. I just wanted to be like the OGs in the hood and get money and be like Tony Montana, you know? That was my thing, because I don't know why, but since a young age, I've always been, you know, kind of leaning to the crooked side, like fuck the police and shit, because even from a young age, I got harassed by the police. I was starting really getting deeper and deeper into the game and doing more and more different type of business. So I started doing robberies, which was kind of a big switch from the drug game to the robbery games. And I was like, I'm just gonna rob niggas, fuck it. I just need to get this money. I was like addicted to the money. And I didn't think about the consequences. I didn't think too much. I was in the beginning of my 20s. And like I said, the wrong role models, running the streets, you know, you angry with the system because the police treat you bad and shit. So you see the neighborhood, how the older guys do it. They're like doing it like a mafia type shit. So you started thinking everything is a movie. You don't thinking about consequences or none of that shit. I just started robbing, and I really had a mask on. Like, the reason I called my other motherfucking Spotify channel, I got one called Durag, and if people didn't know, I'm motherfucking Durag. I might as well just tell it now, because I switched back to my Adam, let's get it, you know what I mean? But the thing is, my partner in it, he actually got caught. I should have known that as soon as he got caught, change your fucking SIM card, change your number. They had a feeling it was me, because the guy, he got caught and went to the police station, and he never told them my name. He never said he's the guy, but what he did was he said, this is the guy's phone number. So once he did that, they had me on the phone and they started listening. They couldn't figure out who the fuck I was. So for a couple of months, they were just like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? They tried to find me they could see where I was with the phone and shit, but this is like 12 years ago, 10 years ago. So it's different technology at the time. So they couldn't really figure out who I was to begin with. But then one day my mom was like, yo, so son, where is it you living? And I was living with my baby moms and my son. And I told the address. Next day, the police came, 5 people deep, busting down the door, you know, running up in the crib, screaming and shit. They asked me, do you got a blue rag? Do you got this? Do you got that? I said, I ain't got shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They arrested me, locked me up. I told them I don't know shit. I like to play a game with the cops at the time. I was like, I'm gonna tell you everything. And they were like, yes, you're taking the right decision. So I said, please, just can I have a cigarette and a Coke? And then I'm gonna tell you everything. So soon as I smoked the cigarette, drank the Coke, I looked straight to the officer's face and said, fuck your mama, you pig. And after that, you fuck your dad, you bitch ass nigga. And I started laughing like a motherfucker. And then they take you, they pull you to the basement, you fucking nigga, shut the fuck up, don't play with us, la 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 la, they fuck you up, you laughing and shit. So that was my kind of game with the police, you know, because like I never told shit. I grew up in the neighborhood. I know the consequences of talking too much and snitching and shit. So you take responsibility for the shit you do. At least I had that inside me at the time. But they didn't have enough evidence on me because I used the do-rag on my face so nobody could see me. They had to release me again. But now they knew it was me because they had the phone number and they tapped my phone for a long time. So I changed the phone number, but they already been listening for a while. I was sort of in and out of jail, because they couldn't get me in for the case. They couldn't get me locked up the way they wanted to get me locked up. I actually came from the street to the court. So in Europe, there's no bail, but you can be out. So it feels like you're out on bail, but you're really just out waiting for the court case. Like Andrew Tate, for example, in Romania right now, he's in jail 30 days. There's no bail, nothing, because they think they have enough evidence. It was the same with me. I sat in the prison for like 4 or 5 weeks. And they were like, okay, we're gonna let you go now because we ain't got enough evidence. So at the time I had 13 robberies, and we ain't talking bank jobs or none of that shit. I never robbed no old ladies. It was more like the excitement, and it was wrong, it was fucked up, but it was, you know, on some young shit, like some trying to get money quick shit. Then I came out of the jail, that was 2015. I started dropping bangers in Danish. Every hood was fucking with it. God damn it, nobody ever fucking talked about the police the way this dude is talking about them. I made a kind of Denmark's answer to NWA's Fuck the Police. I got that one, which is called Kollektivet, you know what I mean? Like, my main language in rapping always been English though, you know what I mean? First I just put it out because I came out from jail. I was like, is this really what's going on in the rap scene? They need some hardcore shit.
Yo, Adam, let's get it. Flip 89 on that dope man do-rag shit, nigga. You know we've been in the motherfucking studio a couple of times. We've been grinding on the new album, $1 Million Flow.
I'm the realest nigga with this rap shit. All these niggas is faking.
And this all the motherfucking real shit. I've been in the game for a minute, but now it's time to really give the streets that motherfucking heat. It's that $1 Million Flow. You can hear if something is real or not, you know, so you'll be the motherfucking judge. All I know is this $1 Million motherfucking flow. Check this shit out, nigga. Let's fucking get it.
So I just started dropping shit from my heart. I was like, if people listening to it, they're listening. I didn't have no experience with the game, with streaming or none of that shit. I was fresh out the motherfucking box. Some younger rappers started saying, yo, OG, we fucking with your shit then. And people started opening their eyes. And I pretty much just been running with it ever since then, you know what I mean? Since 15, I just been dropping banger after banger, but I came out of prison and I was like, man, maybe I should choose a different road. But then again, I still had the streets in me, you know what I mean? But then I got my daughter. And she really changed everything. Like, I got a son, 12 years old too. I don't see my son today because of all the shit that happened in my past. I've been fighting to see him, but that's how the system is. So having kids, man, that shit was a real big blessing for me, and it changed me to the better and made me reflect on my past and say, you know what? I'm not gonna choose that road. I'm gonna choose the right road. It's a closed money machine, especially if you go to this part of the game, man, especially where I'm living. So if you look at my streams, my shit is all organic. Like probably 500,000 of my like 12, 13, 14 million streams is coming from playlisting from the streaming services. I'm hoping to get supported somehow, you know me, because they haven't been all fucked up. They have showed me some love, but I'm just meaning like the catalog is growing, the quality is growing, so now it's time to really put pressure on it. That's why I'm going this way I'm going now and going back to the roots. Just my shit from the heart, my ghetto shit, you know, that's the real shit. So I'm gonna drop bangers on people now, and that's from the experience of the story I just told you, you know. It's pretty much cooked down because of course I've been through a lot of shit in my life, but the vibe is just giving people that real shit.
Fuck a halfway crook. $1 Million Flow. What's that really all about? Of course we're trying to get to a bag, you feel me? We're trying to get this paper from the music, but at the same time, it's not really all about money. It's about keeping your vision going, you feeling me? And knowing that you're looking for something greater.
And the neighborhood trying to motivate people to get this paper, you know? Let's get it. That's the motherfucking motivation. It's that $1 Million Flow.
We got inspiration from a lot of different figures. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, laid the blueprint for real niggas all across the world and shit.
And Free Max B, he was my inspiration too. And like Tupac, Biggie, all that real shit, you know what I mean? Because we gotta represent for the real.
You know what I'm saying? We just keeping the grind going. Consistency, trying to get to the next level, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta represent for the struggle. That's what you're gonna hear in the $1 Million Flow album. This is the hottest shit. Ain't none of these fake niggas can fuck with that $1 Million Flow. None of these fake niggas got rhymes like me. None of these fake niggas got bars like me. Nigga, I got bangers. I got for the hood, nigga. I got for the ladies. Nigga, whatever the fuck, if you're trapping, nigga, I got that shit, nigga. I got that shit like a fucking rock, nigga. You ain't gonna fuck with that shit. It's the $1 Million Flow, nigga. Let's get it, nigga. Niggas know what it is, nigga.